Hi beautiful people, welcome back. Hope everybody is doing fantastic wherever you are in this world. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody is having an amazing week so far. Well, I hope mine gets better, but I'll get into that. But before that, my usual disclaimer: please do not take what I say as fact. Feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusion. So this evening I was missing my grandbaby so much, so I told my parents, okay, let's go. We're going to visit the grandbaby, and so we did. So as I was on my way there, my husband called me and he was like, Renelle, are you watching the news? I'm like, no, why? He says, put the news on and see what's going on in Deer Park, and I'll call you back in a little while. So I'm like, okay, fine. But I didn't let him know that I was actually driving down to my son's place. So I asked my daughter, was in the passenger seat, just Google Deer Park, Texas, and tell me what's going on. And she's like, Mom, you're not going to believe this. I'm like, what? And she says, a tornado hit right there by Dad's apartment. I'm like, what? So she put a video on and she was watching this video, and I was like, not now. I can't take this right now. I called my husband back immediately. He wasn't answering. I was like, what the hell? And I'll try to insert some pictures here, but it's like, thank you, Lord, that nobody was killed or to this. As I'm filming this, I think it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, because I'm so like, I want to get down there to him, to his place, and help him sort things out, and but I just can't, because right here in Alabama right now it is storming. I don't want to jeopardize my safety, so I'll wait until maybe Thursday, Friday, and then I'll head down with him. So he couldn't even get anything in his apartment. His apartment was totally destroyed. He has an apartment on the upstairs, and he has the sliding doors. And I'll try and insert a picture in here. The sliding doors were blown out. The kitchen, the refrigerator, the cupboards, everything was, I can't even explain it, you guys. Well, what he explained to me, and I'll only be able to see it when I go down. So he gathered what he could, and there was not much for him to gather, because, I mean, there was glass all over this apartment. Things were blown, that it was hitting walls. There's holes in the walls, as he said. But at the end of the day, it's just an apartment. My husband is safe. He's good. He's booked in a hotel. Everything else can be replaced. Everything else can be replaced. But we still got to keep praying for those that are affected. There is so much destruction. So you guys, please keep those people in. I think it also hit Baytown. All those affected by this tornado, please keep them in your prayers. And I do believe that Red Cross will actually be helping out with what's going on, and I hope to go down there soon, so we can sort things out. But it is so sad. Now moving on to Savannah Chrisley, and when I saw this article, my heart just got so sore. This is a huge responsibility that she has been left with, but I have faith that she will get it done. She will be fine. Maybe hard at first, but she's gonna get the grip of it. I'm actually just gonna read a small portion of this article, so I'll link it down in the description box. Feel free to go read the article in its entirety, and this is what it says. Last week was an extremely difficult week for my family as a whole, and for each of us individually. Savannah said at the top of the show, we kind of had to say goodbye to my parents for somewhat, for a little bit of time, for the foreseeable future, and that was really tough. And I haven't filmed podcasts since then. The podcast that's going to be airing today that you're watching was filmed prior to my life falling apart. Just by reading that paragraph, it just put everything into perspective for me, how she is feeling. 1 week into her parents being in prison, 1 week into her being the mother figure in their lives, she has to deal with not being able to see her parents every day and be the caregiver for Grayson and Chloe. Take them to school, pick them up, make sure they feed breakfast, lunch, dinner, to their after school activities. That's a lot. Savannah's only 25 years old. So her life has to revolve around this responsibility of being the guardian to Grayson and Chloe. Am I going to sit here and judge her for what her parents have done? Am I going to sit here and say, oh, but if the parents didn't do that, they wouldn't be in the situation? No, absolutely not. Grace, you guys, grace. And I firmly believe there is so much power in prayer. And that's all I have been doing for this family, is praying for Savannah. I know she's going to get it. She is eventually going to get it. But also, people, you know, those people that are being so hateful, nobody knows what tomorrow brings. Todd and Julie Chrisley have an appeal out. We don't know what may go down there. So if it's negative, well, they tried. If it's positive, then what do people say? You know what I'm saying? So for you guys to send me all these nasty messages about the Chrisleys, to what avail? To what avail? Does it make you feel comfortable? Feel good about yourself? If we're talking about people like Josh Duggar, oh, absolutely, I would agree with you. I would 100% agree with you. But you see, in this situation, Savannah needs our support. Even if she doesn't know us, even if it's through the power of prayer, find it. Forget about the negativity. They are where they're supposed to be according to the court of law. But right now, Grayson, Chloe, Lindsay, Chase, Savannah, their lives still go on. And not forgetting about Nanny Faye. It's just so heartbreaking, truly heartbreaking. They were so close. They were so close. Just find it in your heart, people. Or if you just don't like them, just don't watch. You know, we have that choice. But for now, as once again, you guys, please keep this family in your prayers. I know Savannah is going to get this. She is going to get this. Because I'm not inserting myself in the story. I can actually relate to Savannah. Because when I was 20 years old, don't judge, I was actually living with my husband and his dad passed away. His dad, when I met him, was the only parent that was living. So he had two younger brothers, and I think they were 10 or 11 and 13. And the 11-year-old went to live in Cape Town by his family in Cape Town, and then the 13-year-old wanted to stay with us. So at 20 years old, I was taking care of my brother-in-law. I'm only 20 years old, he's 13. My husband works away majority of the time. I was responsible for his well-being, responsible that making sure that he is safe at all times, doing what he needs to do. It takes a toll. It takes a toll on a person, you guys. So I commend Savannah. I will continue to pray for Savannah. She got this. I know she got this. So you guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And don't forget, make good memories. Bye, guys.
This is exactly where the tornado came through in Deer Park just a little bit ago on the east side of Houston, just to the southeast of Pasadena, Texas. Definitely appears to be a very strong tornado. Some of the damage here, definitely significant, but compact. Relatively compact. These guys rode it out into Little Caesars, back in the cooler. Some holes back here we gotta search.